Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to all to Vanik Smart Class. This is Tapas sir, the Faculty of Banking Awareness Current Affairs. I hope you all enjoy today, and you can share this link as much as possible to all your friends to get the benefit of these classes. And you can actively participate in the live chat session. Let's start a session without wasting our time. Here is a question. Question number 1. What was the total number of loans sanctioned under the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana in financial year 2022 and 23? Those who have attended the class, please actively participate in the live session. It will be better to interact. So, let's start this discussion. Here is answer B. The total amount of loan sanctioned under Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. Mudra stands for Micro Unit Development Refinance Agency. Okay, the Government of India set Mudra as a subsidiary of SIDBI with the authorized capital of 30,000 crores. Okay, and it was established to sanction loan to develop the microfinance institutions or MFI in India. Microfinance institutions in India. Okay, and after that, Mudra became the regulator of microfinance institutions in India. Under Mudra, three types of scheme or three types of loan is available. First one is called Sisu, second one is called Kishore, and third one is called Tarun. Okay, तीन तरह का scheme अवेलेबल होता है. अंडर शिशु वन कैन गेट लोन अप टू ₹50,000. ओके, एंड अंडर द स्कीम ऑफ किशोर वन कैन गेट लोन फ्रॉम 50,000 टू अप टू 5 lakhs, and in Tarun one can get loan from 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs. It is basically developed, or it is basically introduced by Reserve Bank of India to provide loans to develop the micro institutions in India or microfinance institutions in India. The financial year 2022-23 says that total 6.23 crores amount of loan has been sanctioned. Okay, amount of loan has been sanctioned to Mudra Yojana or Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. I hope you got all your answers. Okay, let's go to the next question. What is the fiscal deficit as per percentage of GDP in the financial year 2023? It's a very nice question on the basis of economy. There's two concepts over here, is GDP and one is fiscal deficit. Okay, fiscal deficit and GDP. So what do you mean by GDP? Let's just discuss what is GDP. GDP is the monetary value. Take an example. This is the land boundary of our country, and within this geographical boundary, what are the goods and services has been produced? Okay, what are the goods and services has been produced? If we are comparing it or measure it in some monetary value, that is called GDP. Okay, or we can say GDP is the monetary value of all final goods and services produced within the geographical boundary of a country in a particular period of time. इसका मतलब ये है कि हमारे देश की जियोग्राफिकल बाउंड्री के अंदर जो भी गुड्स और सर्विसेज प्रोडक्शन किया जाता है उनका मॉनेटरी वैल्यू को हम जीडीपी बोलते हैं, ठीक है ना। तो जीडीपी जैसे प्रोडक्शन ज़्यादा हुआ तो प्रोडक्शन होने के कारण क्या सेल भी ज़्यादा होगा। इफ़ यू हैव सेल देन एक कंपनी और अब इंस्टीट्यूशन का प्रॉफिट भी ज़्यादा होगा। अगर प्रॉफिट ज़्यादा होगा तो इकोनॉमी ग्रोथ भी ज़्यादा होगा। इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ अगर ज़्यादा होता है तो फिर एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन होता है। तो इस बेसिस में ही हमारा देश आगे बढ़ पाता है, हमारा स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग ज़्यादा होता है, फिर से डिमांड होता है और सप्लाई होता है। इस बेसिस में हम जीडीपी को, और जिस देश की जीडीपी जितना ज़्यादा है उस देश का डेवलपमेंट का पैरामीटर हमने सेट किया है ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ जीडीपी। एंड इन इंडिया an institution called NSO, National Statistical Office, that institution released the report of GDP or calculate the GDP. It's a concept. Here it comes fiscal deficit. Okay, what do you mean by fiscal deficit? Fiscal means a financial year. Fiscal means a financial year which starts from 1st April to 31st March. It's a financial year starts from 1st April to 31st March, and deficit means one types of loss or shortage, you can say. Okay, this particular term is used in budget, that is deficit. Okay, in budget we have two ways to be calculated. One is called expenditure and one is called receipt. There is two part of a budget, one is called expenditure, one is called receipt. Okay, or budget we can say it is the annual financial statement of a country. Okay, in a year how much amount of money we are going to invest or we are going to expend, and against that how much amount of money we are receiving from the different sources. That systematic record is called budget, that comes under Article 112 of Indian Constitution. Got it? Basically the budget is prepared by the Ministry of Finance and it is represented by the Finance Minister in Parliament. Okay, we have two sides, one is expenditure side, one is receipt side. If in case the expenditure is more than the receipt, okay, please remember that it is an estimated figure. It is not a real figure, it is an estimated figure. Take an example, we have estimated that 100 rupees we are going to spend in a year and we are calculating that we are receiving only 90 rupees. Then this 10 rupee will be our budget deficit. This 10 rupee will be calculated as our budget deficit. Got it? Same as a term is called fiscal deficit. Term is called fiscal deficit. You can say fiscal deficit means total expenditure minus total receipt excluding borrowing. Okay, excluding borrowing. ठीक है ना। अगर हम बजटरी डेफिसिट को आइडेंटिफाई कि टोटल एक्सपेंडिचर माइनस टोटल रिसिप्ट। टेक एन एग्जाम्पल, 100 रुपीज़ हमारा एक्सपेंडिचर हुआ और 90 रुपीज़ हमने रिसीव किया, तो 10 रुपया और 10 रुपीज़ इज आवर बजटरी डेफिसिट। बट इन केस ऑफ फिस्कल डेफिसिट यहाँ हम देखें, अगर 90 रुपीज़ हमने रिसीव किया है और उनसे और टोटल 90 रुपीज़ में 20 रुपीज़ हमने कहाँ से डेट लिया है और लोन लिया है, तो फिस्कल डेफिसिट का डेफिनेशन कैसे आएगा कि टोटल एक्सपेंडिचर, टेक एन एग्जांपल 100 माइनस टोटल रिसिप्ट हमने कितना किया 90 माइनस उसमें से हमारा डेट जो है, डेट को हम निकाल देंगे। अगर डेट को निकाल देंगे तो हमारे पास कितना आ जाता है 100 माइनस 70 दैट इज ₹30। The 30 is our fiscal deficit. Fiscal deficit is an alarming situation for a country, that country is experiencing the losses, and if this thing will continue for a long period of time, then this country might experience different types of financial crisis. Got it? So the current affairs says that what was the fiscal deficit as per the percentage of GDP. GDP का कितना परसेंटेज हमारा फिस्कल डेफिसिट आज के जमाने में और 2022 और 2023 में सेट किया गया है। The answer will be C. The answer will be C, that is 6.4%. Okay, 6.4%, which was lower than the earlier 6.71%, which was estimated before 6.71%. Now it has actually 6.4%. It's a very important economic question. It might come in your exam. So the concept was important to be learned. Let's come to the next question. Here is a question: which agriculture product did Moldova express interest in exporting to India? Answer would be C. It's vegetable oil. It's vegetable oil. India in different way expecting that we are exporting something, and we're also importing something. Okay, the maximum thing we are importing is oil or crude oil. Okay, we're importing some heavy machineries, we are importing gold and different items from different countries. Okay, so in India agriculture products is demanding more in international level. That's why we used to sell or export the wheat, barley, cotton, fertilizers, wheat as well as rice. Okay, as we are discussing the agriculture products, there is a concept called MSP. MSP stands for minimum support price. Minimum support price. This is the price set by the Ministry of Agriculture on the recommendation of CSCP, that is Commission for Agriculture Cost and Price, when there is more production in the market. It is basically fixed for two purposes, that not for decreasing the price of the vegetables, and second one to keep farmers' interest in farming. At the time of overproduction, take an example, sometimes we have experienced that a tomato kilo is available in ₹10 only, but sometimes it is ₹200. At the time of overproduction, take an example, a seller or a producer produces maximum quantities of vegetables or tomatoes, then it can sell it in the market at a very low price. If he or she sell it in a very low price, then the marginal profit would be very less. If an agriculture farmer experiences the profit percentage very less, then he or she might not show some interest to make profit or do agriculture business or agriculture activities in coming years. That's the reason the government of India set the minimum price, that if the other people are not going to buy the product, then the government of India can buy this product in a minimum price. Okay, and this price is set or decided before the agriculture, farming or harvesting. Got it? This is basically set for two purposes. Number one, at the time of price falling in the market or overproduction in the market, how the price will not going to be fall. And second one, that to keep the farmers interested in farming, in doing such types of activities or businesses. Let's go to the next question. What was the percentage of growth of digital payments in India during financial year 23 according to the Reserve Bank of India Digital Payment Index? It's a great achievement India got achieved in from previous years. The answer is C. It's 13.24%. 13.24%. Financial year 23 means from 2022 1st April 2022 to 31st March 2023. In this period of time, how much percentage we have experienced the growth of digital payment in India when we compare it in a base year of 2018? उसका मतलब ये है कि 2018 के बराबर अगर एक्सपीरियंस 18 को हम कंपेयर करें तो कितने परसेंटेज हमारा डिजिटल पेमेंट का ग्रोथ हुआ है ना? इंडिया रे डिफरेंट टाइम रे डिफरेंट टेक्नोलॉजिकल एडवांसमेंट होइछे. टेक एन एग्जांपल, वी हैव एडवांस IMPS, वी हैव UPI, वी डेवलप्ड RuPay, yes or no, we developed NSCH, we developed e-rupee, we developed a system called UPI 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay, and this all things comes actively in the market after 2008 when NPCI was established. National Payment Corporation of India was established. Okay, so after development of all these types of technologies, and we have vastly available internet infrastructure and the knowledge about transaction. After having all this thing, Indian youth are playing very important role because more than 65% of youths are less than the year of 35 years of age. That is the reason everybody or every youth is very much active or very much participating in the payment of digital in this era or in this decade of digital transformation for the payment system. Okay, so the India got experience and it shows the hike of 13.24% in digital payment during the year of 2023. Okay, 2000 year of 23. It's very much important. Question number 5. According to PwC India report, what is the projected number of UPI interface transaction per day by 2026 and 27? As we have just discussed about UPI. UPI stands for Unified Payment Interface. It is the real-time basis money transfer system. Real-time means whenever we send the money, it can be directly transferred from one account to another without having any types of intervention. Okay, जब भी पैसा ट्रांसफर करना चाहे वो इमीडिएटली एक अकाउंट से जाकर दूसरे अकाउंट तक पहुंच जाएगा, है कि नहीं? एंड इन इंडिया इट इज वास्टली यूज्ड interface, and not only in India but also in international market we are spreading our network and other peoples of the different countries are using unified payment interface. Okay, it's a mobile application based interface where our mobile number will be linked with our bank account number. And most importantly, through UPI, what are the basic benefits we are enjoying? That हम एक एप्लीकेशन को डाउनलोड करके, पहले क्या होता था कि हम जब भी ट्रांजेक्शन कर रहे थे, मनी ट्रांसफ़र कर रहे थे, तो हमको डिफरेंट एप्लीकेशन में जाके ही मनी ट्रांसफ़र करना पड़ता था। अदरवाइज हमको इंटरनेट बैंकिंग थ्रू ही पैसा और मनी ट्रांसफ़र करना पड़ता था। लेकिन इफ़ वी हैव 4 अकाउंट, अगर मान लो मेरा 4 अकाउंट है, एक ICICI में है, एक HDFC में है, एक फॉर एग्जांपल SBI में है और एक फॉर एग्जांपल बंधन बैंक में है, and I want to do transactions in all 4 this account, that means I have to download the respective applications of these different banks, and after that I have to fix or set some password, and after that we can try do these transactions. But what is the basic benefits we are getting from the UPI transaction is that after downloading an application, if a bank account is attached with the same mobile number, then multiple bank accounts can be linked with this application. Okay, multiple bank accounts can be linked, and after linking all these applications, we can do transactions and we can transfer our monies, pay the bills and etc. by installing a single application only. This facility is given by Unified Payment Interface or UPI. Okay, for avail this services of UPI, we'll have an code the bank is given, that's called MMID code, Mobile Money Identifier Code, and by using this code we can transfer our money from account to another. Okay, there is some UPI ID name @ bank name, और ऐसा होता है कि मोबाइल नंबर @ बैंक नेम, ऐसा कुछ UPI ID होता है. So we have many more modes of transaction, many more modes of transfer from one account to another nowadays, and UPI is introduced by NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India. Got it? And the answer would be C. It's 1 billion transactions by the year 2026 and 27. Next question. How often is set Reserve Bank of India DPI, that is Digital Payment Index, published? Question number 6. Option B is the answer. It's biannually. Okay, biannually. Next question. What is the new turnover threshold for the companies to mandatorily procedures e-invoice for B2B, means business to business transactions and exports under the updated GST rules? One company has to maintain the e-invoice, जैसे हम बिल बनाते हैं e-invoice के थ्रू. The invoice has to be developed when a company's financial transaction or turnover touched ₹5 crores for GST. Got it? GST stands for Goods and Services Tax. It is an indirect tax. Okay, GST is regulated in India by CBIC, that is Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs. In India, GST is further categorized in 4 types. One is called state GST, one is called central GST or CGST, one is called UTGST, and one is called integrated GST. One is called integrated GST, and the GST rate has been fixed like 0%, 5%, 12%, 18% and 28%. Okay, so the luxurious item is imposing 28%, and the most daily used item like agriculture and these types of things is impose 5% of GST or goods and services taxes. Got it? So here it is written that if a company makes profit of minimum 5 crores and more, that company has to produce the e-invoice system if it will be a B2B business or business to business. Okay, B2B business. Got it? GST was introduced as per the 101 Amendment Act. Okay, Amendment Act, and 122 Amendment Bill. In SSC this types of questions comes Amendment Act 101 and Amendment Bill 2022. Indirect access means the tax burden can be shared or tax burden can be distributed within the companies or within the persons. Next question. Which sector is expected to benefit from the inclusion in the e-invoicing regime according to the exports? अगर ये सब चीज़ होता है ई इनवॉइसिंग होता है जीएसटी में, तो कौन कौन सा सेक्टर लाभ में ले सकता है? ऑप्शन सी इज द आंसर. इट्स MSME, माइक्रो स्मॉल एंड मीडियम enterprises. Okay, in India the MSME, microfinance institution, micro small and medium enterprises are financed by SIDBI, Small Industries Development Bank of India. Okay, this particular sector will get maximum benefit out of this scheme. What does the IIP stand for the context of economic indicators? Question number 9. IIP stands for Index option B is the answer. Index of Industrial Production. Index of Industrial Production. Just like wholesale price index, just like consumer price index, IIP is an indicator that represents how much industrial production happens in a particular period of time. Next question. Question number 10. Among the 8 core sectors contributing to the index of industrial production, which one holds the highest weightage? Just like WPI, we have 3 sectors like primary sector, we have sectors like fuel and power, and one is manufacturing. Okay, in GDP we have set 3 sectors, one is primary, one is secondary, one is tertiary. Okay, same as the IIP index has 8 core sectors. Okay, 8 core sectors, and refinery products maintain the highest percentage or contain the highest percentage of weightage in IIP. Next question. Which government agency compiles and publishes the index of industrial production in India? It's a linked question with this. The answer is NSO, National Statistical Office. Okay, National Statistical Office. NSO was created on the merging of 2 institutions called CSO, Central Statistical Office, and NSSO, National Sample Survey Organization. National Sample Survey Organization and CSO. After merging these 2 institutions, NSO was formed, which calculate the GDP of our country, also calculate the consumer price index in our country. And the institution NSO that comes under MOSPI, that is Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Okay. Let's see the next question. Which parameter of the RBI DPI, means Digital Payment Index, focus on the factors that facilitate the digital payments adoption in India? Answer is A, payment enablers. Next question. What is the government projected fiscal deficit target for the current year, financial 23 and 24? Okay, we just read in the question. In question number 2, we got to know that for the year 2022 and 23 it is 6.4%, but for 2023 and 24 the fiscal deficit target has been set by the government is 5.9% of GDP. Option B is the answer, 5.9% of GDP. That means we are trying, or government of India trying to reduce this deficit. Okay, in budget there is an act called FRBM Act. Okay, an act is called FRBM Act. It's called Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act. This act has been passed in 2003 में ये एक्ट पास किया गया कि कैसे ट्रांसपेरेंट बजट प्रिपरेशन हो सके और उसके साथ कैसे फिस्कल डेफिसिट को हम रिड्यूस कर सके और कंट्रोल कर सके. ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Who will be hosting the 5th World Coffee Conference in 2023? Answer is C, India. Answer is C, India. SCO Summit 2023 is hosted by India. G20 Summit 2023 is hosted by India. Cricket, ICC Cricket ODI World Cup 2023 is going to host by India. Okay, International Year of Millet is declared by United Nations Organization but recommended by India. Okay, Karnataka is a state which produced the maximum quantities of coffee in our country. Next question. What is the central theme of the 5th World Coffee Conference 2023 in Bengaluru? Question number 15. Answer is E. It's sustainability through the circular economy and development. Okay, economy and regenerative agriculture activities. So I hope you all enjoyed the today's session, and we discussed this numbers of questions, and we just expect in coming classes we'll discuss more questions for that. So in coming examinations RRB is there. I'm wishing everyone all the very best for the examination. To perform more, don't take so much of stress when you enter the examination hall. Okay, so see you next class. Thanks for watching and thanks for participating in this session.